Hi, Aaron here with Superior Singing Method, and this is easy trick to sing with more power. Because who doesn't want an easy trick to sing with more power? Now, I grew up I live in Los Angeles now, but I grew up in Orange County in a town called Huntington Beach. It was a surf town, and I was a big surfer, and it was just part of the culture, at least when I was growing up, to mumble a lot. I don't know, I mean, it was almost like my surfer friends and I had like our own like subculture of language that was just like a super kind of mumbly thing. We'd mumble back and forth. We always understood each other, but like our parents didn't really understand us. Other people outside of our group didn't really understand us. It was almost like, I don't know, it was cool to mumble. And it sounds stupid now, but at the time it was just like, this is our like tribe or whatever. And that's fine and that's cool. And I'm not like ashamed of it or anything. But later on in life, if you can listen to the way I talk now, I do talk very differently now. I hope you can understand me. A lot of what I do for a living is communicating as a singer and as an actor and as a speaker. I'm communicating, so I can just be like, yeah, talk like this and like Brad Pitt and Snatch, if you ever saw that or whatever. Anyway, what I'm saying is you can sing better when you enunciate more. Just like you can understand me better when I'm enunciating more, it actually helps your tone when you enunciate more. And what I learned early on, which I thought was kind of weird and I was resistant to it at first, is that if I over enunciate when I sing, just slightly, like what I'm doing right now, I'm just slightly over enunciating, and it sounds a little weird when I slightly over enunciate. It actually may even sound a little bit like I'm talking down to you, like you're a child, right? But that's not my purpose to do that. It's just to show that if you do it when you're talking, it actually sounds kind of weird and people are like a little off put by it. But if you do that, if you over enunciate when you're singing, it doesn't sound weird at all. In fact, all it does is it helps your singing tone and helps you to be able to be understood more clearly. And you can hear the lyrics and understand the lyrics a lot better too, which is great. But what we're talking about here is more about singing with power. Now, this is a very small thing. This over enunciating when you sing, it's a small thing that can make a very big difference. So don't think, oh, that's too simple to have a big effect. It's simple and it has a big effect. In fact, that's what my goal is with all of my teaching. Like what actually works. I'm not like, oh, I heard somebody say this, so I'm just going to say it to you and I'm just passing along information. That's not my teaching style. My teaching style is, what did I learn? What worked radically for me? What are the small things that made big changes? And that's what I want to communicate, because I want you to be able to sing better, right? This is just a free YouTube video. I want you to be able to sing better. So when you sing, slightly over enunciate, and it'll help all those things I'm talking about, the resonance and the power. It'll also help you with your tone, be like less nasally sounding too. Because when you mumble, mumbling naturally has your mouth a little more closed and the sound stays inside your mouth. And so if the sound's more inside your mouth, that air has to come out somewhere. And so it's naturally coming out of your nose a little more than your mouth. And so it's going to be more nasally. I hope you can understand what I was saying, wanting to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about here. So it changes what resonators. You have a bunch of resonators in your mouth and your throat and your chest and your head and your side. There's a bunch of different resonators that help you project your voice in a way that's going to be heard, and that helps you to sing with more power. And when you open your mouth a little more and you enunciate a little more, you're actually using different resonators, and it changes the position of your tongue too. And your tongue can be the biggest enemy of good, powerful singing. So we'll actually change that too when you just over enunciate. So I don't even have an exercise for you. It's just that. Go try it out and see how it works. And I have one more thing to tell you, but before I forget, click the link below. I've got my quiz there. I'm not even going to talk about it. You're just going to love it. It's going to be super helpful, and there's other really helpful videos, free stuff that it's going to take you to. And subscribe, and leave comments and all that stuff. Notification bell. I'm actually on a run where I'm doing a lot more videos now. If you may have noticed, I haven't posted a video in a couple of months or whatever, but now I'm doing a bunch. So if you want to be notified for that, but listen, you can do this. If you're on here listening, if you've listened to this far, you can do this. You can change your voice radically. It's a matter of building the right muscles in the right way and a few techniques like we're talking about here that can really shift things for you to become a better singer, and maybe even a professional singer. That more depends not on your biology, not whether you had the talent or you were born. It just matters how dedicated you are. How long do you want to do this, and how focused do you want to be on this? But the truth is, you can do it. Period. Okay? I just think that's so important, because if you don't think that you can do it, then you're not going to continue to try. Okay, so click the link below, follow that. You won't be disappointed, and I'll see you in the next video.